moving in, and yes, Kurt and I are in the same clothes. We're doing a part two here for Chtrbox. Just an exciting week for the Q. So wanted to chat, of course, about Chtrbox and really the influencer marketing component of the business that some people forget exists. But wanted to walk through. Kurt, we've talked off camera. You said like you think you got a deal on Chatterbox. So I'd love to walk through kind of obviously why that is, but really a little bit more about how you made this happen, and obviously then why you think you got such a great deal and why you think there's some great synergies with the channel.
Well, I want to address the deal question first. I think we got a great deal because I think ultimately on a combined basis, what we're going to be able to leverage and create value for this business of Chatterbox is going to logarithmically increase what they could have done if they'd existed as a standalone company. Okay. So if Chatterbox had just kept going as a standalone company, they were running a great business. They've been raising their revenues every year. They've made more money in EBITDA every year. They're great people. They're super smart. They know their business and they would have been doing just fine. Okay. So in terms of that, and in terms of the multiple of EBITDA model that we created, they were getting rewarded for their financial success and they will continue to get rewarded on the earnout for their financial success. That's why I say keep getting more successful, beat your EBITDA projections, do all of that. That'll be fantastic. We'll be happy about that. Even though it means I'm going to write you a bigger check for your earnout. The reason is that it's we had it in the press release, 1+1 = 3. And I think we said on the call yesterday, 1+1 = 11. The leverage that they give us for our overall strategy is massive. It's literally, it's logarithmically, geometrically, whichever math word you want to use, higher than what it is on a standalone basis. Why is that? Because our entire business is creator and influencer driven. Okay, that's our business. Number one, they have a database of 300,000 Indian influencers. They have a stable of other higher level influencers that they work with regularly on customized campaigns, and they represent their own 30 influencers right now. They're under their own shingle. So they check all three of those boxes in terms of access of influencers at a high level, at a medium level, and at a management level to be able to contribute to our content, to our 360-degree ad model, et cetera. Okay. The other thing is that we haven't spent a lot of time talking about it. I've only hinted at it. I'm not going to go deep into it on this conversation because we're going to be talking a lot more about it later in 2021 and in 2022. It's the area of social commerce. I've spoken about how we want to create a two-way relationship with our customers and our viewers. That means we want to have a transactional relationship with them. That means we want to get them involved in the programming. Well, guess what? That means that we use those influencers and creators to do that. And what we just acquired in Chatterbox, I guarantee you, if we'd done a friggin' great job and done it fast, would have taken us 2 years to build to. So we've just
Wow.
accelerated that part of our business by, from my point of view, at least 2 years.
Wow. Well, incredible, and again, talking about the synergies and how you're going to say it all comes together, and like you said, TV channel needs influencers. Boom! Here's guys that have a great kind of network of influencers and some in house as well, which is fantastic, and that's awesome to see. What else about Chatterboxing and kind of general would you say to people? I know there's a lot of questions, people who have, of course, never heard of Chatterbox, so would love if you can kind of, I guess, give an overview of the company.
Yeah. Well, the first thing I tell people to do is to go to chtrbox.com. It's spelled Chtrbox. So chtrbox.com. I mean, they have a website that I think does a really, really good job of explaining the power of their business. They've got a lot of examples of clients and campaigns that they've run. The first thing is this. They've been at this for 4 years now. They, on the digital side, have relationships with all the major agencies and all the major brands that we've been establishing on the television side now, especially with Simran on board. The ability to be able to connect the dots between those two things and those different departments, et cetera, just went up, in a massive way in terms of the overall business. The other thing is that Chatterbox has established a reputation in India, whether it is the leading influencer marketing company in India or it's among the leading. We can argue about that all day long. The fact of the matter is at a minimum, it's among the leading influencer marketing companies in India. And this has been based on the tremendous work of Pranay and Julie and their team. And so they've got extremely experienced, extremely successful, extremely talented management. And so to bring that management in, along with all the customers and clients that they bring, many of whom we're already in business on the TV side, that's where that just up levels itself, basically overnight. The area of social commerce is all about starting to get that transactional basis of being able to sell into these people specific goods and other things directly for clients or through products or whatever it may be. Chtrbox has not really gotten into that business. We're not really into that business. Together, we have the opportunity to get into that business together. And as I've said, I think on a previous call, in China, that's a $300 billion industry right now. So it's not a small business.
No, they love their influencers. They love their social commerce too. So awesome. Well, Kurt, obviously congratulations again to yourself and the team. It's just another kind of big thing leading to the next level. We talk about what inning we're in. I mean, all the time. I saw some people jokingly ask. Kurt's mentioned, we got to the third inning a few weeks ago. What inning are we in now?
Well, it's funny. I might have gotten ahead of myself a little bit. I think we're still in the third inning. I think the next 6 months. I mean, one of the things that I'll say about Chtrbox as well is in the next, I'll call it 3 to 4 months, everybody's going to stay in their lane, so to speak. Chtrbox, keep growing your business, keep building it, keep doing that. Q, keep doing what you're doing, and let's get everybody to know each other. We start next week with, you know, sort of group calls to really talk strategy. We've obviously already done that to a certain extent, but really start to dig in and go, okay, what are these synergies? But what we're not going to do is we're not going to turn either company upside down and try to fit things together and do all sorts of things. It's like just run down the rails in parallel while we have these other discussions. Q4 going into 2022, that's where I think we'll start to see some integrations happen that will be meaningful. And I think 2022 is a year where we look to up the business of the company dramatically on the digital side and the influencer side. That was always the plan. Well, now I'm able to know that when we get to 2022, we're not just hitting the ground running, we're already running. And so that's what's exciting to me. And that's one of the things when people asked me yesterday a couple of times about what about guidance for 22, et cetera. Don't ask me that yet. Give me a little time to see what happens with this acquisition. Let me see what happens with our business and our ratings, et cetera, et cetera. But I can pretty much tell, our faithful investors and supporters that 2022 is looking really exciting right now, and even more exciting than it did a month or two ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, awesome. Well, look, again, congratulations. Appreciate you taking the time to give people a big update. And I know we're seeing some questions. I know you guys do your Q&As as well in the Telegram, but we'd love to do a video one as well. I see questions kind of all over. So if you're watching this video, please, either drop it in the comments or in any of the chat groups, and we'll make sure to get it in a kind of upcoming video. But Kurt, thanks so much for joining. This was an awesome kind of two-part video.
Always a pleasure, Jason. And yeah, we'll do a video-based Q&A sometime in the month of June, maybe second or third week of June, something like that.
Awesome. Well, Kurt, thanks so much. We'll chat again soon.
All right, see you later.